Hi there, I think I've sorted this out finally. Been messing about with it. You won't believe what I've done to my laptop. Poor thing, it survived, but I've stripped it back to its bare components. Feels like it, but I haven't quite done that. Just to get this silly video capture program working, and it's ended up as being something really simple. Or at least I hope it has. We'll see. Anyway, where are we? Friday. Thank Crunchy, it's Friday. 4th of July. Yeah, okay. Well done, USA. And what I'm going to do today is what I was going to do yesterday, where I was going to give you a little tennis, straight Wimbledon themed story. It's just tennis themed, really. And it's just a story of when I was working for the LTA stroke ATP and driving for a very prestigious tournament down in Bournemouth, the Samsung Open. And this was in about, it was either 1997 or 1998. Can't remember quite which one it was. But anyway, I was, like I say, I was a driver. And I was assigned this one trip of picking up 2 players and an official, an umpire, by the name of Carlos Bernardes. You'll see the funny side of that in a minute. From the airport, from Gatwick Airport in London. So I got in my wonderful brand new pristine Mercedes E-Class, I believe it was. Might have been a C-Class. Wonderful cars. And drove within the speed limits to the airport in London, which took a couple of hours. Arrived at the airport, and there's like a drop-off pickup zone, isn't there? And what I did, I thought, well, okay, I'm picking somebody up. I shall. They weren't at this zone, or we're waiting outside the airport terminal for me. So I thought, well, I'll just pop in the terminal, just leave the car for just a moment, pop in the terminal and go and get them. Which I did. Locked the car. There it was, brand new, spanking new, gleaming Mercedes-Benz with all the logos of the ATP, the Samsung sponsors, and it looked fabulous, you know. Nobody's going to touch that. They might look at it and think, oh, what a wonderful car. So, anyway, went into the terminal of the airport to find these 2 players and official, which I duly did within a couple of minutes. You know, they were quite obvious. Gave themselves away with massive racket bags, of course, with these players carrying around with them. Introduced myself, they introduced themselves, and happily made our way back to the car, which, when we got there, was being hoisted onto the back of a tow truck to be taken away to the pound. I don't believe it. How dare they do that? Right? There was a traffic cop there overseeing what these guys were doing, and I pleaded with her in my best grovelling way. She wouldn't have it. They're so tough, these police, you know, traffic police. Damn. So I was actually really, really worried. I had no money on me, and I was severely panicking. Stuck in an airport terminal with 3 very very angry-looking guys. No, they weren't angry. A bit shocked, but they weren't angry. And would you believe it? Carlos, can you believe his name's Carlos? My bloody car's just been lost. It's been taken away, but I've still lost it. Carlos says to me, don't worry, mate, we'll sort it out. He said, okay, let's go. We'll go to the pound and get your car. Oh my God, I can't believe it. This guy's a saint. So we went over to where the taxi rank was, jumped into the nearest taxi. Taxi took us to the police pound where they keep the vehicles, and he paid this extortionate release fee. It was over £100, I'm sure of it. Gave him his gold card, paid that off, and we managed to get the car back. Took us the best part of an hour to sort that out. But I drove them safely under the speed limit back to Bournemouth, and players were fine and well in time for their practice and matches. Carlos Bernardes, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Carlos. You saved me that day. And the funny thing is, about 2 years ago, I went to Wimbledon and met him. And I said, introduced myself, and he said, yeah, I remember you. We were just talking about you quite recently. It's obviously a bit of it's one of those stories that people just laugh about. You know what I mean? He probably talks to his colleagues, fellow umpires, and they must have a right laugh about that. Ugh. So that was it. I just wanted to impart that little story upon you, and also to check whether this video program is still working. And if it is, I'll see you on YouTube.